Welcome back to the Foscottweman Report, where we have the foe,
Yo.
the Scott, yours truly. We have the we that is silent, and the man.
I am the man.
He's the man.
Is he?
I am.
Is that going to be my talk for today? Is Parker, or
Truly.
is
the man
the man?
Truly the man.
Well, with that said, we have a guest speaker. We have a guest speaker today, Chris. We'll call you Lap.
The lap.
The Lap.
It is the
We'll
lap
call you
himself.
Lap.
Hey.
Yeah, is it? That doesn't sound fine. But with that being said, shall we get on to our topics, my friend?
Yes.
We
All
could.
right. You better not chomp into that mic.
All right.
Better not
It's the
pull
only
a
way.
me.
It's the only way.
So I'll start off today's topic.
All
As
right.
usual, we talk about gaming a lot, and it seems to really carry up on the channel. So we first did with what was your favorite video game, but now let's do the quite opposite. What was your worst game you have ever played?
Ooh.
Now, just to start off with me, I don't really have any disliked games that I can at least think of at the moment. I've been thinking
Similar
about
to
it.
Nathan, I don't have a game to where the point I'll never play it again. It's just I've had a lot of games that have either crushed my expectations to the point where I straight up dislike them, or just I don't think they're as good as their counterparts. Because usually I play gaming series, not just one
Yeah.
individual game.
Joey, I bet you. Foe. I bet.
League of Legends.
No, well, that, yes.
No.
But
League of
no,
League of Legends.
I did not finish. I bet you dislike many games.
League
But
of Legends.
Welcome to League of Legends.
Folks, you do not understand the pure amount of hatred I have for League of Legends.
Don't you play?
And guess who's the captain of our league team? None other than the foe himself.
I hate League of Legends.
Understandable. Yep.
Okay.
Stares just darkenly into the camera.
And why is that, though?
Do I need to explain this?
Yes, you do. To all the people that don't know
Everyone's a
what that
piece
is.
of garbage. The devs don't know how to balance their game. It's horribly designed. Everything is just the same constant in and out. Every design is just freaking basic. Everything. The story, it does not get updated. It is garbage the way they do it nowadays. Characters are so unoriginal. People are trash, and the game is horribly balanced.
What?
Wait, hold on.
You said the same points like twice.
Because
in
I need to repeat,
completely
I need to
different context.
emphasize how bad the game is. It's horrible.
Now hear me out.
Just stop.
The new Vladimir skin.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. That new
That's all I
Vladimir
need to
skin.
say about League of
Vladimir
Legends.
skin. Is the skin? Is there like a picture of it out now?
Yeah, hold
Yes,
on.
there
No.
is.
Do not put that up on the. Do not put that up on the podcast. I'll just show you myself.
Hey, that's
Yeah,
not too.
it was. Let's just
appropriate.
say it was a nice sight to see. Let's
Was
just
it, though?
say
I'm gonna take a look at this too as it's getting.
Hold on. You will see. You will see exactly what it is named to. Keep talking. I'll just
Okay.
watch me type this in, Parker.
Do you have a most disliked game since this is your topic?
Yes, I actually do. So
Yep.
I play a bunch of military strategy games and whatnot. And most World of War Tanks. I was just gonna say that World of War Tanks and World of Planes.
You mean World of Tanks?
World
the
of-
ad that we're actually sponsored by
Look, guys,
today's.
We are not. We're not sponsored by World of
Why
Tanks.
don't
We're
you-
not
We're
sponsored
not
by World of
sponsored.
Tanks.
Do
Why
not
don't
get the
you
game
play?
until they sponsor us.
Why don't you play World of Tanks?
No, I absolutely hate the game, including its second part of Warplanes.
These are what.
The mechanics and everything, the designs is just so horribly bad. The gameplay is horrible. The research as well. They always say, "Oh, let's go for historical accuracy." Some of these vehicles were never even designed, like never even a thought, and they have it in there. So they completely contradict themselves from their main purpose, their main goal.
The World of Tanks doesn't have good tanks, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow. Irony.
Oh, I realized
Yes,
I-
the extreme
I had my AirPods
irony.
in the whole time.
They
I would
could
say
hear
the
us.
one game that
Yeah.
that gaming company has made is World of Warships. That is probably the only one, but right now there's a huge decline in its fan base due to a huge
Well,
Play some Clash Royale there, Christian. I'm sorry we haven't added these to the podcast yet, but I can't blame you for opening up some Clash Royale.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So, yeah, let me give you a perspective on this, Peyton. This is in the same game as this.
Now, isn't that amazing?
This is in the same game as this.
Wait, is that the same skin?
That's the skin I'm talking about right there.
That's
the
that's
same character.
No.
No.
Okay. That is like a complete 180.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't it
Complete
amazing?
180.
You want to see, Parker?
I don't get why we can't show
This.
that.
This is in the same game as this.
what the heck?
Yep.
League of Legends.
Yep.
Whoa.
Christian, you want to take a look at it?
All right.
We'll just pass the image
So,
around.
World of
So
Tanks.
this
Can you launch
It's in the
yourself
same
by a
game.
tank? In that game, you know?
is this.
Can you launch yourself?
Yeah.
No, sadly not, because you play as
Yeah.
the vehicle.
League of Legends.
That's boring. That's why no one gets
War
it.
Thunder, however, there is a
My-
possibility.
And never mind.
What if we were sponsored by War Thunder? How would you feel if we
I
were
will
sponsored
feel
by War Thunder?
greatly appreciated. However, let's just say that game takes your soul. It's
Ah,
just like
so-
League of
Sounds
Legends.
familiar.
Sounds familiar.
Sounds like League of Legends. It takes your soul.
In my money.
Nothing.
You get like a Stockholm syndrome playing that game. You always come back to it. You always come back to it.
League of Legends.
Yes, exactly. That's why I can relate to you.
Since I didn't know we were able to go to mobile games, but since we're going to mobile games, all of those stupid ads I despise on Snapchat, stuff like that. I can't beat this.
Hold on,
I can't get to
You know what?
this
I'm
level.
looking up the devs so we can call them out specifically.
Oh, yeah,
What company
please
was
do.
it? Hold on.
I have no clue, but
What game was it?
no, just
No.
all the games they make. They
I
make,
think
like,
I think they're
like-
called Catch App.
Yeah, but they
I think
make
that's
a
what they're
different
called.
game like once a month, and it's not creative.
It's not difficult.
Not difficult.
I actually remember I did an experiment once where it's like I can't reach blah blah blah. I like quadrupled that score in one.
Yeah, and then it's like
playthrough.
0.01% of people can actually get this, can actually beat this level.
Yeah,
And then like you see this one person where you can obviously tell that they're supposed to swipe left, but they swipe right instead. Like it hurts me so
yeah,
much.
those kinds of games just hurt my soul. I don't get why.
Oh no, Catch Up actually
I
made
think
some
you're more talking
good
about like
games.
the ads than the actual game.
No, the games are low effort
Well,
and full
yeah,
of ads.
I know that. But it sounds like you're more hating on.
However,
Oh, Top Sharks.
the greatest mobile game of all time is Amazing Strange Rope Pulley.
Excuse me.
You've never played Amazing Strange Rope
No.
Pulleys.
I have not.
Highly recommend. It's a great game. However, we're on the topic of trash games. So,
I like that. I like that Retro Bowl is
I'm
top
surprised-
charts right
I'm
now.
surprised Nate's least favorite game.
Well, now the only reason why I didn't bring chess
These
is
like
because I
crapshoot
enjoy
games.
chess. The only thing I don't like about chess is you. Because a little story time in English class, whenever we don't have anything, which is almost
It
all the
start
time.
just in started last year.
Yeah, but now mostly English, since not gonna say who our English teacher is, but don't really got much work to do, so we just play chess. So with that being said, Christian always challenges me to a game of chess in which I just want to kneel down and die slowly each and every game because he is such a better player than me. Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guy who's throwing pencils into the ceiling. is
Those
the
are
person
pencils.
I-
Skewers.
Those are just
Kebab skewers.
those are just tiny.
Well,
little
there's also
sticks.
some pencils up there.
There's
Kebab
no
skewers.
pencils up there actually.
Well, yeah, but kebab skewers. The
Good.
guy who is throwing kebab skewers.
Next
into the
topic
Don't
of-
ceiling.
talk about
Next topic of discussion: Kebab the Butcher.
Kebab the butcher. That is hidden data that we shall not speak of.
Well,
Okay.
something fell.
Christian, every time I don't know why, but suddenly a lot of things are falling, and this is the first time you've been to a podcast, so I'm
It's the
slightly
lap
concerned.
and the tap.
He is the what?
The lap,
he's
the
what?
tap.
Like the third or fourth guest star we've had. He's the only one to cause major destruction.
Well,
in his
no.
I don't know what
Young
you're
spilled
talking
milk
about.
everywhere
But he cleaned it up.
with his sweatshirt.
Yeah, in existential pain, but he did it nonetheless.
Also, drunk.
Drink.
He dranketh
He drank upon.
He drank upon
Bunch all these
half a gallon of milk
in like 10 minutes.
in 10
Not
minutes.
10 minutes.
Not
Oh,
even,
probably
like
less.
5.
Not even 5. It was like
No, it was
literally-
around under 5.
Like 10 seconds worth of the chip, worth of him eating the chip, and he was drinking the milk like automatically.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's just how it went.
So Parker, what's your most disliked game?
Well, so I'm not going to say one particular game, although it's not my least favorite, but me and we have discussed
We
having
have.
a conversation about this. But, like I said, I usually don't have a game that I solely dislike to the point where I consider it one of the worst games ever made, because I haven't played those kinds of games like Big Rigs or like Ride to Hell, those like really popular, really bad games. But there have been games that have disappointed me or just they're inferior to literally every other game that they are compared to or in a series with. Oh, Joey has something to say. You can say something if you need.
Never mind. I figured out what my least favorite game was.
Oh.
Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. That was such a
Oh
crapshoot
my
of a
God,
game.
The third one?
Yep, it's so bad.
Yeah.
Garden
You mean-
Warfare 1 and 2 were both like a few of my favorite games I have ever played.
Yeah.
Such good childhood memories with Garden Warfare 1, and then Garden Warfare 2 came out and I grinded the heck out of that game and I loved it. But then Battle for Neighborville came out and it was so bad.
I remember I got the game and I played with you guys for a week and then that was it. And I'm like, wow, what a great amount of money that I spent for $60 just to play with my friends for only a week.
It was a horrible experience, not even worth the money or talking about, honestly.
Dang. Well, anyways, back to what I was saying.
Yeah, sorry for interrupting you. That just came into my mind.
The very first game to disappoint me to the point where I actually got rid of it the day I got it. I have since played it again on many occasions. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. This game.
Oh,
Okay, so for context, Call of Duty Black Ops 2 is my favorite Call of Duty of all time.
Yeah.
I have a lot of nostalgia for that game because it was the first one I completed all the way through. I love the campaign. I think it has the best campaign out of any Call of Duty game. It's the most unique one as well, in my opinion. The multiplayer was flawed. It was flawed, but it still had fun maps, like Hijack, still my favorite multiplayer map of all time. The zombies was easily the worst part of that game, unless you got Origins for DLC. Because Transit, let's be honest, Transit sucked. It was like
If you did it alone, yes. it
good
would count.
concept, poor execution, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because all the surrounding areas were just fog, so you get tagged.
Well, you also gotta figure that was the first time they ever added something that transport like
Yeah.
into the game. So
However,
give it a bit of
however-
slack.
Every single DLC is really good.
Oh,
So
yeah.
that's the best. I mean, that's kind of a sucky
Well,
part.
of
but
course
it's
the
kind of-
DLCs are better. You paid extra for them.
Well, I mean, like it's just like the maps that they created after the game came out weren't as good as the map that like they spent a lot of time building because Transit was supposed to be this big spectacle and it did not turn out. But Black Ops 3, I got it. I got it the first week it came out because I was hyped. Third grade me was like, all right, guys, Black Ops 3 is coming out. I was like that really annoying kid who kept on telling you about
he's
Call
got
of
like the
Duty.
cringy like YouTube username like Shadow Dragon XX Shadow.
And
Yeah.
I was so hyped and I got it and I played the campaign first. That's what I do whenever I buy a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I did not finish it. It was so bad. The characters,
Really?
forgettable. 0 characters from that game I remember apart from Taylor because he said train go boom. The story, convoluted, confusing, and not in a good way. And finally, I mean, the gameplay was good, but there wasn't a lot of variety. Because like every level was basically just the same thing, just in a different map. There wasn't any new gimmicks, and also, like it started off pretty well. I actually liked the first mission, where like your dude gets all of his limbs chopped off and stuff.
Ooh,
Brutal, but really fun mission. After that, like from a writing standpoint, this is atrocious. This should have never been made. I just don't get it. The
Joey,
Yeah.
slowly eats
Cosmic
cosmic
brownies.
brownie.
My favorite snack of all time, actually. But the multiplayer was better. Still wasn't that good. The zombies is the best part, which is rare because I think zombies is overrated. But the zombies was the best part. Still, I felt was very flawed, but that was me. But then World War II came out, and that disappointed me more. So Call of Duty World War II is my least favorite game of all time. I know Peyton over here is gonna be like,
Oh no, World War II was horrible.
So-
except for the zombies. The zombies part of that one was not bad.
so I did not buy Infinite Warfare in 2016 because A, a lot of people did not like it when it came out, and B, I wasn't interested. It literally looked like Black Ops 3. And it's actually, since I played it, it's better than Black Ops 3. But
In multiplayer and campaign aspect, yes.
yeah, by far. in my
By
opinion.
far.
But So I'm like, World War II, they're getting out of futuristic stuff, which I actually defended the futuristic stuff. But World War II came out, I'm like, this is going to be the first one since World War to be set in the 40s. Sick. New tech. This is going to be a great game. Bought it first week. I did not finish the campaign when I first played it because apart from Black Ops 3, World War II's story is too simple and too cliche for me to get any enjoyment out of it. I'm like, I've seen
Scott.
this.
Yeah.
Scott.
This
Scott, quit staring at the camera.
no. And oh,
Continue.
but the multiplayer at launch, which even like today is still super flawed. It was buggy. It was needlessly like too complex to navigate for some reason. Even the UI nowadays kind of sucks.
Yeah.
The zombies was one of the better parts, but I still didn't find the zombies that.
Wait, this is still Black Ops 2 or World War 2?
World War II. The zombies was alright.
It was different.
I don't think it was better than Black Ops 3 because Black Ops 3 just had a better base maps and better DLC. But World War II was at least better. Like, the zombies in that game was an improvement upon everything else they did in that game. Luckily, I have never been disappointed by a COD game ever since. And yes, I've bought pretty sure every single COD since World War II came out, and I've enjoyed all of them. Actually, slightly apart from Black Ops 4. That game should never have been made.
Well, okay. So if you haven't noticed, all the Black Ops series are mainly focused around zombies. If
Yeah,
you
it's
have
the
not
sucky
noticed that. Not really, because
I don't know. It just sucks for me because I'm a campaign player.
Yeah.
When zombies is pushed forward, I'm not a fan of zombies. There's only one COD game where I got any sort of enjoyment out of zombies, and that was the first Black Ops.
so the Black Ops series is mainly focused around zombies. After the first Black Ops, people started noticing, oh, the zombies are actually fun. There's a story and everything, and they kept building off of that, and now the zombies is starting to outshine what the multiplayer and campaign was.
Yeah.
Because it's the Black Ops series is the only one, except for Infinity Warfare and World at War, are the only CODs with zombies in it.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Well, yeah, but the sucky part about Black Ops 3 too is that because Treyarch made World at War, Black Ops 1, and Black Ops 2. Those are, fun fact, World at War is actually a part of the Black Ops series. A lot of people forget that, but Reznov was in World at War and they consider it canon.
Yes.
And all three of those,
Reznov, my best
best
character.
They were all fantastic. World at War may not be god tier, but it is close. Black Ops and Black Ops 2 are like my two favorite. Like those are near masterpieces of an FPS game for the time that it came out. For 2010, 2012. It was absolutely fantastic. But also the campaigns were the best part of those games because they had the best writing out of any COD game. And Black Ops 3 comes out. And they tried getting too complex, and I feel like they got a little bit too cocky with what they could do to write a really fun story. And it sucked.
Okay, the campaign for Black Ops 3, it was just very confusing. It was just everywhere.
But then again, so was the first Black Ops because there was that big plot twist at the end, which spoiler alert for an 11-year-old game that's almost 12 years old. Plot twist, like it's being told through obviously like flashbacks and stuff, and then you learn one of the most major characters of the game is dead, and he like brainwashed your brainwashing to get you to kill the men who brainwashed you. You killed the president. It's alluded that you killed the president. And like how the numbers, you figure out what they mean, like they're a broadcast station, and how it's a big Soviet ship in the sea. Massive plot twist, and it all wrapped up well. The game was sort of confusing when you first play it. You wonder like, what are the numbers? Why is Reznov here? Nobody talks to him. Like, if you actually notice, nobody talks or mentions this man apart from your main character.
So there's also a little Easter egg in Black Ops 3, mainly in zombies. There is a Reznov.
Guys seem really interesting.
I have no
Literally
clue how
never have played a single Call of Duty game in my entire life. I have never touched any game like that.
Either
Yeah.
Black Ops or Black Ops.
I have Black Ops 2, but I never played the
Or
campaign.
World at War. World at War is pretty
World at War.
We've been talking about this for 20 minutes now.
That's
Yeah.
the best part.
Yeah.
Well, now, let me just put my take in on the worst game because you guys have been going on for ages. You
That's
can go
fine.
after mine.
Yeah, that's fine.
No offense.
Actually, we could probably go on laps as well.
Don't hate a particular game. I hate
League of Legends.
EA.
EA
Okay, yeah, that's
Sports.
fine.
It's in the game.
They make the same sports game every single
is
year
true.
and bank off of it by so much.
As a man who does buy the annual NHL games, I know horrible investment. But actually, the thing about the NHL games, which is National Hockey League, in case you guys don't follow sports, hockey is my
What?
favorite sport, and EA makes hockey games, so I buy them every year.
That's like the one I've
And-
never heard of.
And
Yeah,
literally,
same.
the one.
Why every year? Because it's the same thing, and you can update
New
the
players
roster.
because
You
new
can update the roster.
Because they can make money off of that.
because then you have to pay another $60 to get all the new players
No,
in.
you don't. Because you only all
You
you have
ju-
to do is update
exactly.
The roster.
You
But
just
that
have to
doesn't make
spend, like,
the
days on
money.
end editing new players
Yeah.
and like changing
Oh,
rosters.
when they
but-
did Star
Or you
Star
can just
Wars,
download the new roster.
miserable.
The NHL games aren't doing that until this year in December. So yeah,
Star Wars.
NHL
Because
games-
Madden has been doing it.
Oh
for
yeah, the Battlefront.
20
The
years.
Battlefront.
but Madden is worse. Madden is
Yes.
trash.
No,
Battlefront.
Madden is one of the best games ever.
Well,
I will
anyways.
play Madden.
I think Battlefront.
Madden 2008
If
for
they
the
made one or
360.
two Maddens, then I would agree. But they made like 17.
Madden 1, Madden 2,
Madden-
The Force
I'm
Awakens.
pretty sure we're
Yeah.
at 20.
I'm trying to think.
We're at 22.
There was one Madden that I actually really enjoyed, and it was for the Wii. I can't remember which one it was.
Oh, one of the
Was it a Connect?
Wii
A
Madden.
Connected Madden? You
No.
remember that for Xbox 360? There was a Connect Madden.
No.
I played it twice because I was too short for it.
I just only played Madden 2008 or Madden 2012 because
2012. That's what it was.
2012 is so good. I'm sorry. Yeah, like the gameplay is flawed because it came out in 2011.
Well, right, but
But- The rest of the game, it is better than anything Madden games have come out with the 11 years following this game.
I'd also like to say that like the announcer in that,
He
Robbie-
gets so crazy.
like Robbie Gould, he pronounced Robbie Gould.
yeah, it's Robbie Gould. I mean, not Robbie Gould, but yeah. What is it? Gus Edwards, I think that's his name. He like would scream if you made a normal slant pass catch. Like I just remember one day I was playing and I tossed a pass to Greg Olson, my favorite tight end of all time because I'm a Carolina fan. But like I tossed it, it was a simple slant pass he caught for a 2-yard game. And he comes down with the ball. Like, dude, it's at like the 27-yard line. We're not even like it's in our end too. We're not even in the red zone. This isn't a big catch. It was late in the game too. It was in garbage time. I was just closing the game out.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a big catch
Nah,
by
but-
Olsen.
Are you gonna bash on the Battlefront games?
I feel
should.
Yeah,
'Cause
they've been laggy. The lag of it is terrible. The whenever you want to get like Darth Vader or Luke Skywalker, it would take ages. And once you finally get them, the game either is finished or you die by someone who knows how to actually play that character.
I think Battlefront does a good job at simulating a Star Wars actual war.
Yeah.
But outside of that, gameplay is extremely limited and costs a lot of money.
Exactly.
Gameplay is unoriginal. They copy that. Like bits and pieces of that gameplay are just like, oh, we'll take a little bit of this, or we'll take a little bit of that. Original gameplay. Like
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
not
like,
only that,
the graphics were,
yeah, they were good.
Not bad.
but like that's it.
That's it.
The
But if I
graphics are
have
good.
to say not another company, but more of another game that Bo and me know pretty well, Overwatch. It's known more about its darker history than the actual game. I won't speak of that dark history.
darker history. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go with the darker
Yeah.
history. However, yeah, Bo's just
turning.
looking at the wall. He can't. Now, what I despise about Overwatch is the way they set out characters like Echo, for example. When we all thought she was going to be a support roster because, so they needed more supports. No. Let's put her as DPS.
Which is the most filled role by far because there's like 8 characters in each role, and then in DPS there's like double that.
So, yeah.
So then let's just add another one into there, and everything's fine.
Yeah, and then they gave Magma, was it Magna or something?
Maga.
They added this super cool sounding Maga guy. So let's actually go in order when they kept it. Echo was showed in the trailer. Then people thought she was going to come out. A whole year passes. Maga is then shown in a short clip, and everyone's like crazy because they think that's going to be the next character because it's a huge dude. And then it was probably going to be a tank, obviously, because he's such a huge built guy. And we need tanks, as Joey said before, because supports and tanks have barely any people in them. And then right after Maga thing comes out, Echo comes back out of nowhere, and everyone's like, "What?" because it showed Maga, and then that lady with the what's it called, railgun. Yeah, it's Mauga.
Mauga.
I thought it was M-A.
Maga, yeah. Yeah, show
That man.
Show that man.
Look at
Just
that.
look at how cool. Just get a picture of how cool. Get the one on the farthest right.
I don't know why.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that picture. It's a dude who drinks pina coladas. And is a huge freaking tank monster of a guy. Who wouldn't want that in the game?
That seems far more entertaining than the same simple, it's robot character.
Oh, it's robot character. Oh, and you want to know what the worst thing about Echo was? Her stupid backstory. Oh, so person makes robots for a living. Robots turn bad. Oh no, robots kill many people. Oh no, what shall we do? Let's make another robot.
With weapons as well.
With more weapons,
That's
stronger weapons.
That's such a weird and contradictory idea.
And then, even stronger than every other robot that they made before. Oh, yeah, so smart. This is the same person that made, the whole reason why robots almost took over the freaking world.
For some reason, this,
And then there's just this beast of a lad over here.
And we're not even batting an eye at this guy.
Yeah.
Maga, for some reason, reminds me of Blanca from Street Fighter if he was.
Exactly.
He looks just like Blanca if he wasn't
No, he looks like Maui.
Maui
from
a very
True.
cool looking Maui. Yeah.
Maui, but an actual good character.
Yes! Finally! Someone admits it. Maui sucks!
Well, yeah, Maui obviously sucks. He's a terrible dude.
Also, just not that good.
No, he's not. He's very underwhelming.
Look, The Rock, you're cool and all. You gave a really good performance with what you were given, but yeah.
That's a topic for another day. Because I will be willing to
Breaking
argue about
news.
that.
Foscottweman Report breaks up after the Scott and the man engage in fisticuffs over Maui's character.
After Dwayne the Walk Johnson.
I'd love to go over the cliches and stuff that are Disney movies and princesses specifically.
Once we get
How
past
repetitive
this
and they're all
video
the same.
game talk,
You know,
we're talking
rebellious girl.
We only have
A
30
million
minutes
times
left,
over.
by the way.
Well, most of them are like that way, but you have the rare ones that are decent. Disney's coming after me.
Oh, God.
Stark, I
Cut
don't
the film.
feel
Cut
so
the
good.
film. Disney's got you.
Yeah,
Nathan Dusts. I don't feel so good.
but with that being said, Overwatch sucks.
Very much so.
Very much so. And then they change McCree's name to what is it?
Cassidy.
Cassidy. McCree, the gunslinger.
Why
Turn to Cassidy.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
If your name's
Why?
Cassidy, I'm sorry for targeting you, but you sound like a nerd. You sound like a cow. You sound like one of those, those kids in 3rd grade that try to dress up as a cowboy, but all they had was just the belt and the cowboy hat, and that's it.
And a very shrunken down prop toy gun.
Yeah, and they had cargo pants on.
This is
Cargo
obviously
pants?
specific.
And they say,
with a really basic,
"Yeehaw!"
with a really basic plaid button-up shirt.
Yeah. And they think they hold their belt when all they have there is their pants, so they grip their...
It's a plastic belt.
It's a plastic belt.
Plastic.
It's oddly specific.
Yeah, this is a very.
I know I'm
specific.
targeting you if you're watching this. Your costume
We
sucks.
secretly
Look,
don't know that there's
let's be
actually a
honest.
person like that in
Okay.
school.
But nah. Sorry about that. The unintended skip, but that will be for the Scott for today. Chris, Lap,
Goodbye, Scott.
you can take my spot.
Lap.
You are the Scott.
All right.
You are.
You are
Are we-
temporarily the
Are we
Scott.
completed with our ranting about?
We should, because
games?
we have 30 minutes left. We kind of spent half the podcast just talking about games.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's our specialty.
Really, we are professionals. about
Adios.
We are
ranting.
professional nerds here.
Yes, truly.
All right.
Alright.
Well, we should probably. Well, now that the Scott's gone, my topic is gone.
I feel as
Damn.
if my topic is very good.
All right.
Go ahead.
Why water is delicious.
You're correct. Already, I agree with you.
Let's talk about.
mean-
First of all, let's start off with this. What's your favorite drink? What do you enjoy drinking all the time?
Well, I wouldn't say all the time, but in terms of what I've indulged in with drinks, I should not be drinking this as often as I do, but I love Coca-Cola.
That's fair.
It's so good. It's a beautiful taste.
It depends on what situation I'm in.
You got one?
Coffee, tea, pre-workout.
I was waiting. I was waiting
Okay,
for
I want to
pre-workout.
say. Oh wait, are you saying like all the time, like drink it constantly
I
throughout the
would
day?
drink tea in general.
Like if it was,
24/7
if you
I
could
could.
choose
I could
one
do that.
meal, one thing to eat for the rest of your life, and one thing to drink, what would it be?
Jambalaya tea.
that's. I mean, that's fair.
Just not even a thought about
Can
it.
you have accessories
No second thoughts.
with
No.
said drink?
What do you mean?
Like accessories in the drink, like stuff in the drink.
Like ice?
Ice.
Or
I
cold,
prefer
or like
cream,
flavoring.
if you know what
I mean,
I'm
yeah, I
catching at.
guess.
Coffee. Coffee.
Yeah.
With what?
Okay, that's fair.
I
What in the
prefer-
coffee?
Creamer and Splenda.
That makes
What
sense.
kind of creamer?
What about you, Parker?
In terms of
Oh,
like
just
drink,
fresh vanilla?
Like a
What-
drink
what
that you would
vanilla,
drink
right?
for the rest of your life.
sparkling ice grapefruit flavor. No joke. I went through 8 of those in 2 days.
You're one of those.
I love sparkling ice grapefruit. It's,
Grapefruit.
It is
I
not as good as Coke, but
feel
it's
like-
Spicy water.
I feel like-
spicy water.
it's not spicy water. It's
Okay,
tart
sparkling
water.
ice, I'll say at least has some flavor. When you go into LaCroix, though,
LaCroix
that's
is
just
horrible.
It tastes like piss.
LaCroix is liquid TV static, and you can't change my
That
mind.
is true.
It tastes
The
like
fizz that
Mm.
the fizz that it makes. It reminds me of TV static. It's just
Physically hurts me.
I have my manager, or my old manager at Ivy, would sit there and drink the lime one
oh,
24/7. He would get like an entire package. It would be gone by the end of our shift.
yo,
And-
what?
Bro.
I like
tastes
lime,
like piss.
but no.
It tastes like piss.
Okay, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I've never heard of this drink.
It's awful.
LaCroix.
Look,
Yeah.
LaCroix
Be
is like
thankful.
one of the main brands of sparkling water.
It's sparkling water, and they put like
and not the
and-
good kind.
they put like an atom worth of flavoring into it.
Yeah,
That's all.
It is literally just fizzing water. Yum.
Which, if you've ever drank before, it's not exactly something I drink casually. I'm
You
gonna
There
say.
need
are people
carbon-
out there that do.
So it's just
Like,
carbonated
the
water.
club sodas and that
Yep.
kind of stuff.
Oh
Yeah.
Just
my
drink those straight.
They're
I don't
so
understand.
gross. They just have such a like the flavoring reminds me of an out of tune guitar. I don't know why, but drinking it makes me feel
Out
calm.
of tune guitar. I love how much we're bashing on sparkling water and LaCroix.
I mean, like, look, sparkling ice is delish. There's only 2 flavors by sparkling ice that I don't like:
Which is it?
ginger lime and crisp apple.
Okay, that's
Although-
fair.
Although apple juice is my favorite kind of juice, sparkling ice crisp apple is atrocious. But LaCroix, I've had nearly every single flavor to try them to see if I can find one that I like because I know a lot of people like them. I've thrown away all of them after a couple sips.
Yep.
I cannot stand them. Which good thing that you don't know what they are.
Well, I just don't drink those.
There
Like,
are-
I don't like Propel. I
Yeah.
don't drink that. That just
I-
no.
I
No.
can still drink
Well,
lemon.
Propel, I'll drink if it's actually like a really hot day. I can drink Propel,
If
but
it's free.
Yeah.
It's free.
Free.
I never by choice choose Propel.
I used to
I'd
when I was like
rather
7.
drink a Gatorade.
Yeah, same.
I drink that.
You missed the whole Gatorade spiel that we had like right at the beginning of the podcast days.
first.
Shout out to the OGs.
Just wanted to point that out. Shout out to the OGs.
Was
who
that the
popped in.
first podcast that we did?
No, that
Or
was the second.
That was one of the first ones that we did.
That was the second
It was
one.
a good day.
Yeah.
Always remember, orange is the best one, but but you guys thought it was the most average one.
No, that was
Green
fruit
apples
punch
first,
and
though.
cool blue.
Yeah,
That's my
fruit
second
punch. I think it was fruit punch. We agreed was like a decent one. It was like
Glacier freeze.
not really one. that-
Glacier Freeze was one we said was
and
the
then yeah,
best.
Glacier Freeze.
Glacier
And
Cherry
then-
is better.
Cool blue. I just ranked down.
Yeah.
I
All
hate
of-
cool blue.
All of us gave it its own. Anyways, we should move on from the flashback that we just
Yeah,
had
okay.
there. But
But yeah, so a lot of drinks
Yeah.
in this world, and frankly, water is always just something I'd like to go back to. I
Yes,
never
sir.
like a permanent person of drinking. Like I'm not a soda addict, even though I think I kind of am at this point. But like
You have the
water,
spot over there.
yeah, I do. Water is just good. Like the alkaline 9.0 pH water and above. Whenever I drink that, and I don't drink it too often, it feels like I'm just flushing out my system. It feels great to drink.
I mean, yeah, like there have been a lot of different tap waters, a lot of different, bottled waters and stuff.
I drink.
That's true too. That's true too.
But there's only been a couple waters in my life that I haven't enjoyed. Aquafina is garbage. If you drink Aquafina and say it's good, I hate it. That is literally slightly carbonated water in a Pepsi bottle. It's literally the same bottle, and it is disgusting.
You know what? I'm actually gonna go to work tonight and look at that.
Yeah, I mean, they look. I'm pretty sure they might be owned by PepsiCo, but
No,
They are.
no. They come in the
Oh,
same.
great.
Owned by Pepsi.
Yeah, they come in the same trays that we get our Pepsi from. So
But yeah, like the bottles have like that weird like swervy design
Yep.
to it, and yeah, they look exactly the same. Same thing with like Mountain Dew, but I don't.
here's something that I don't agree with: paying $3 for a bottle of water.
Bottled water should be the cheapest. I mean, yeah, I get it. Water bills nowadays, especially if they're coming from like the tap at like restaurants or something, that's expensive.
But you just
Yeah, or just get.
But
packets of bottled
but
water.
apparently those guys are shunned in our society for drinking like walking around with a gallon jug of water for some reason.
Dude, I used to do that all the time. Like, I would just get a
my
Gallon?
I don't see what the problem is with it.
the bottle that I carry around, I would have to drink. I drink about 5 or 6 of them a day.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like why do we disapprove of this? At least we know that they drink healthy.
Yeah.
You're supposed to drink about a gallon a day. And about 2.
Water.
There's
So,
nothing wrong with
I
that.
gotta
Since-
get water.
Since
Besides,
none of you are T1Ds or type 1 diabetics,
I'm a problem.
whenever I have major ketones, which is like sugar in your urine, it makes you extremely ill and pain. So I literally drink a gallon of water every hour. Every hour is a gallon of water down my gullet. It's just
water.
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the only way to get it out efficiently. That's the only way to get rid of ketones efficiently.
However, the one quality that water has above everything else, there are refreshing drinks out there, but if it's a hot day and let's say you've been running around and you're sweating and you take a sip of a nice crisp and cold water, it is a feeling unmatched by anything in this world.
Truly.
Especially if like you're hot out there, you can feel it literally course
it
through.
is after
Yeah,
the best things.
Honestly.
Not only for health reasons, but
Well, also the best thing is that I used to play ice hockey. I used to play ice hockey. The ice obviously makes the room cold, but if you're sweating internally, you got all these pads on. Spraying water down your neck and then going back onto the ice.
Very cold, very
It's
refreshing.
such a great.
I
feeling.
understand that.
It's so good. I love it.
I will say though, for some reason with me, it's not when I like actively do something outside. It's just when the sun is like beating down on me. Something that always seems refreshing is just lemonade, tea, or an Arnold Palmer.
Oh yeah.
One of the above.
Especially lemonade. Pink lemonade is just. I love it. Oh, we have a meme.
I've seen that.
that is wrong.
But straight up
Water.
though, like water, if it's ever a hot day outside or just you're exercising your butt off, in which good for you, water is always good.
Yeah.
Hose water when you're a kid, that hits a little different.
That metal
I still drink
aftertaste.
it.
Yeah.
I'll disagree with some people. How people say you need purified water with like 0 minerals in it.
The
You
minerals
need
are where
the minerals. You
it's,
need the
you
minerals in
get
the water. It
where
helps
it's
build
better for you.
your
That's-
immune system.
I was about to say that's
There are
something doesn't seem
some
right.
things in unpurified water that can kill you,
Yeah,
Yes, there
which
are
is why you need to
bacteria.
get it purified, but you need to still have these minerals in there because else you're not going to get any nutritional value from it.
well, it's
I hate
a
it.
very insignificant amount, but it's still some
Yeah.
to keep you there.
Yeah, but like, I mean, you obviously don't want lead in your water.
Well,
That'll kill you.
Flint,
So-
Michigan.
I was about to say, I said that earlier. Flint,
I
Michigan.
don't know why, but Flint is the only name of a city I could picture with. Mainly because
Flint.
Flint, yeah, like Flint and then lead. You know, it's a perfect combination.
Wow, you guys really set it up for yourselves, didn't you?
Great job, Flint, Michigan. No offense to everybody who got poisoning from
Yeah.
and stuff.
That was extremely harsh.
Yeah, that was my bad, but they're fine. Everyone in Flint, Michigan supports the Foscottweman.
Yeah.
My favorite people from that place? The place where the nuclear factory blew.
Chernobyl.
Chernobyl.
Those are my favorite people.
Oh,
Don't touch the radioactive puppies.
that just
They
reminds
also,
me of
they
a
also provide
Fallout.
my favorite swirls.
That just reminds me
I
of
think we should pull up
Fallout
a
was
couple
like a
pictures.
real
I'm
thing
good.
in real life.
Think so?
Yes.
I think that should be the topic of choice.
Chernobyl.
Well,
Man,
guys,
I
want to
like
talk
how-
about Chernobyl?
I like how this conversation went from water to Chernobyl.
It is the natural evolution of things.
Yeah.
It really is.
The
Some-
natural
like the-
evolution of stupidity.
Yeah.
Sometimes our topics just go from 0 to 100 very
Real
fast.
quick.
Like last time when we talked about Five Nights at Freddy's 2, Alec Baldwin shot someone on set. Like, yeah, like that was literally how the last podcast went. It was hilarious. It was a great because the first
I think
two
we should talk about
the first two topics were about haunted houses and Five Nights at Freddy's. Horror. Alec Baldwin accidentally shot somebody on the set of his movie Rust last weekend. So like, oh man, we really chose the best time to bring that up, didn't we?
Wasn't I haven't read the whole.
But we
like,
didn't joke about it. We were literally just
We were
making
good men.
conversation.
We were
about
good
it.
men.
We were trying to like explain on how everything could have been prevented and stuff, and
Yeah.
how it was mainly how like they explained how blanks work mainly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how
What
it
arena are
works.
you in, Christian?
what?
What arena are you in?
I'm Challenger 1.
Gosh,
Round
Bet,
one, Challenger 3.
hold on, let me check where I am real quick.
My highest
We
level strength
excuse
is
this
14,
moment.
level 14 mini Pekka.
Yo,
We apologize for
Respect.
this interruption from your daily program. The Foscottweman Report has been delayed due to Joey trying to.
sorry. Oh, I'm still in the Rascals hideout. I'm still relatively high though compared to some people.
God, I was gonna say something.
Where are you? Where are you?
Yes, I was. You guys distracted me. Crap.
Sorry, Clash Royale. Were you gonna move on to your next topic of conversation, or are we gonna talk about more about Chernobyl? Darn it!
What food? They were in communist Russia. What food?
Swirls?
Oh my God, what is with
They-
you and the squirrels?
They all burnt it during scorched earth.
The fish? You see the fish there?
This is a
Some
robbery.
of them
Oh yeah. Wait.
are born without gills. They just die. It's. No, what can you do?
Your thumb again.
We did this last time. by the way.
Is this just gonna be an annual thing now? Just you
Cutting off the fingers of a glove.
I should drum in these when I get home. That'd be such a bad feeling.
What?
Well, drumming with these on.
Oh yeah.
Like the sweat is already like my fingers are beginning to prune. Like oh wait, we fixed it. Afternoon.
Oh, so I didn't read much about what the movie was about for Alec Baldwin.
I just know it's about a sheriff. I know.
Because the Rust, I was like, oh, they're gonna make a
Movie
Like-
about a Call of Duty map.
no, like Larry Rust, the
Mm.
game.
Oh yeah.
The survival thing.
Yeah.
That
That
game.
game's funny. Ark Survival, bro. The amount of time I've seen people put into that game is amazing.
That game.
Depressing.
Yeah.
I remember when people were grinding that game back in 20, and people are still to this day grinding out with their dinosaurs and wooden huts. Like, jeez.
I don't understand.
Oh, well, we have a bang on the door.
That was
The
a
Call of-
loud one.
The Call of Duty
Oh my
esports
lord.
team are currently in some dispute right now.
They're proud. They're proud playing like search and destroy. So guy will.
It's a gunfight. It's
Oh.
like
Oh man, all right. That makes sense. Is that the only thing we play?
that's literally what their esports is.
It is Call of Duty gunfight. Don't worry, they have esports for Warzone in St. Ambrose. I know that.
Okay, not to be offensive, but Warzone is a piece.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's
Okay,
Fortnite.
there was
Fortnite.
one time I probably hit the longest sniper shot in that game.
You showed us, yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was so great. I went back to it. It was around almost. It was literally a mile away. It's like 15, 28.
What happened?
What's your point?
I'm concerned for the safety of the man.
But you know what's worse is that it was with like the worst sniper you could have probably got,
and, you
and
still
I
did it.
still hit it.
Yeah, I played Warzone 3 times, and all 3 times I had a very bad experience, and I quit before the game ended. So
See,
What are we at on time?
We
have about 10 minutes left. 11, 10.
Oh yeah, 10 minutes left.
Let me go.
Good estimation.
Thank you. Well, I literally have my phone right now. I've just been on my phone, chilling at memes.
Oh, so
Man,
we
how
went with
dare
your-
you?
We went with your topic. We did mine, but we were going to add on more.
Yeah, I mean the sad part about my topic is that my topic is
In the sky.
Oh, was it about The Walking Dead?
it was about thy walking of the dead. Thy walking of thy dead.
Oh boy.
You can do that
Let's
next.
talk about Netflix
Yeah,
shows.
we're gonna do that next week, so me and the Scott can have. We should probably start with that next week, so me and the Scott can have.
Yeah,
Because me and him have some differing viewpoints.
I don't play any of The Walking Dead. I even don't watch the Netflix series.
It's actually not a Netflix series.
So
On AMC's The Walking Dead.
I know it's the end. I just don't care. It's just no.
I mean, I'm watching the show. I haven't watched it, but I'm on season. That's by far the most watched season.
By the way, I have a question. What did we name our smiley face for the Foscottweman Report?
What wasn't it Juan?
No.
No.
it wasn't
Jorge.
Jorge.
It was Jorge. Jorge the smile. We should probably like edit the background so we can actually like have an arrow pointing to Jorge.
Jorge.
Yeah, it's Jorge
Scott, we're for where the we silent with Jorge.
With Jorge.
with special guest.
He's not even special guest at all. He's our mascot.
It's the mascot.
The Foscottweman Report mascot, even though he has like no.
We're never gonna
No.
say his name.
With the art that you're making, with the so the foe here is making a updated background for our channel for the round table. You need to put this. Like
You
I
need to
put
put
logo.
Jorge in there.
Jorge
I will,
Jorge as the table.
I will tell you.
as the funny Russian app. The one that Scott shows you.
Oh no,
Yes.
no, I'm not doing that.
Dang it.
But I will tell you, the foe's design that he showed me, we are all
Hi.
We all have an avatar, and okay. So if I remember correctly, you were just a fully sized warplane.
E.
A flying fortress, if you must.
You were
Good lord.
you were a skeleton.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna be
Because anybody who can remember this, shout out to
The
you.
real-
Skeletons are the
real
peak of
OGs,
comedy.
Real OGs. But and then the Scott was just a tiny little man on a chair,
Mhm.
and I was a freshly baked pie on a stool.
Pie car.
Yeah. I was literally just I was just a pie sitting on. I wasn't even in a chair. I was on a stool.
You were on a stool.
Yeah, it was great. It was a great time, and I'm forever gonna be known as
The pie.
Pie Car.
How is that coming along?
Ironically, the man is called the pie.
Yeah, I am literally not a man in that.
it's an illusion.
It is. It is. We're
It's a
deceiving you,
metaphor.
audience.
It's a metaphor.
I just got my new tablet yesterday. I'm so happy about it.
So you will be updating my pie.
Yes, I will be working on it.
Make sure.
Nice.
Do you remember the pie I told you to model?
No.
Apple?
French silk.
French. Oh yeah, French silk.
That's my favorite kind of pie.
Oh yeah, because we
What's a
agreed
French
on that.
silk?
French
I will-
silk is so good.
Yeah.
I could just look
Yeah.
it up.
I
Look up French silk pie. It's the best pie ever created by humans.
French silk is my favorite pie.
It is easily my favorite. My second favorite is lemon meringue.
So.
Basically, just like your standard chocolate pie, but
Oh, that's
it's so.
that's what that's called.
Yeah, it's French silk.
Oh, yes, I love those too.
Those
Oh my
right there,
God.
the one under it, just the chocolate in the crust. I love those.
That is delish too because it's like a weird like pudding dish.
I know.
It's so good.
I really want one of these now.
Gosh darn it! All right,
Oh.
one of us has to show up next podcast with a French silk
All
pie
of
here.
us should be taking a trip down to our local diner so we can get some
Right?
pie.
So we can get
We
some
each bring in
freaking
a
French
different
silk
one.
pie.
The Foscottweman Report pie edition. We
Pie
all
edition.
bring in a different. I'm reserving French silk, okay? Because I'm the one.
What
who
if we
brought
do
it
an edition?
Jesus.
What if we do an edition where it's like each of our avatars? He's the pie. Sky.
He is a pie. We're all just slices to him.
He is.
I bring in explosives.
Explosive pie.
Explosive.
Get Tom
How
and
about-
Jerry.
How about we bring in our avatar for the podcast? So you bring in a plane, you bring in a skeleton, and Scott brings in a little tiny man.
Yo, I got a skeleton at home. His name's Henry. Henry the skeleton. Yo, I'll bring in Henry.
Okay.
Bring
Don't worry
in
about it.
Henry.
All right. I would have named him like.
I don't know how I fit a warplane.
I would probably.
You have like a
name him
tiny scale model.
I'll bring that in.
What?
I'm just bringing a pie.
You know, I'm not surprised about that actually.
None
It's
of us should
actually
be
very.
fried.
It's like it's old. I think it's like 5 years old.
Small
And-
scale model.
and it's like it's kind of broken up.
The lap is just doing his own.
He's
thing.
enjoying that,
Mhm.
I guess.
Keep it family friendly.
I don't think we have.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Do we have anything else to talk about for this one?
Oh, no.
The-
Oh, well,
The Scott is gone. You can't really
Me,
talk about
me
man.
and
Me and the man.
yeah, I forgot, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We were gonna add more onto the Black Ops series.
Oh yeah, we were. So
Oh my gosh.
back to what I was saying. So the first two Black Ops was actually like Cold War too. They're really good stories in the game. The writers do a fantastic
In the
job.
Cold War series.
No, my bad. The Black Ops series and Cold War. now,
Yeah.
because Cold War is the Black Ops series.
Yeah.
All three of those games, like they're really good in terms of writing.
Yeah.
Black Ops 4 didn't even have a campaign, and
Huh?
no, it didn't. It only had multiplayer zombies and Blackout. Remember when Blackout was a thing? When that was like, yeah, that was disgusting. Yeah, he remembers. But but Black Ops 3, like I get what it was doing. It was,
Presto time.
it was trying to be the most complex game of the franchise, which good on you because the Black Ops series has shown that they can make complex stories.
Yeah.
The problem, it's convoluted, it's contradictory, it is not original. Like most of the parts aren't original. The only original thing is the actual plot twist, which is executed in such poor fashion. Spoiler alerts for a 6-year-old game. So at the end of Black Ops 3, if you guys even remember the ending, you learn that the main character died at the end of the first mission, and the main villain hooked into your brain because this is set in the 2060s. So he hooked into your brain, and you're living the villain's events through your eyes. So that's a cool concept. It's a cool plot twist that you learn that your character's slowly dying throughout the course of the story, but you're technically not really playing as him. But the rest of the story, like the main villain, he has no motivation. His motivation is he killed a bunch of important people. We must find him. No, I'm not kidding. It is just it's just exposition in one cutscene. He killed a politician. Wow. We need to find him. Like
That's
it's
deep.
such a
Our politician.
but either way, it was such a dumb conflict because you get no but you get no build up to this. It's not even like that crazy because you only knew him for like 2 missions.
The only interesting mission of that entire campaign series was the zombies reference.
Yeah.
That was literally it.
But then like the next Black Ops campaign was Cold War. I was pumped when I finished that. I finished that in a day. It is a very short campaign. I'm pretty sure you can complete it.
Yeah.
If you don't do the side missions, you can complete it in 2 hours. It's really short. But if you do all the side missions and stuff, and you actually engage in the dialogue options, which was the first COD game to give you that, it's a really fun game. And it's super reminiscent of the first Black Ops because the plot twist is it's an exact reverse of the Black Ops 1.
Yeah.
Plot twist is that the Americans brainwashed a KGB agent. Black Ops 1, I think I messed up. So Cold War, you're a KGB agent brainwashed by the Americans to work for them. In the first Black Ops, you were an American agent brainwashed by the KGB to work for them. I mean, yeah, that could be seen as unoriginal, but like the way the plot twist is handled in Cold War, it makes it super interesting and super worthwhile. Plus, the characters, they're good. They're actually good characters, despite the fact that Mason and Woods were done dirty in Cold War because they did not bring back A, the original actors, B, the models look kind of weird, especially Mason's. Like his hair is too long. Everyone knows he has short, like super short.
Yeah.
And also, like, let's just be honest, the new actors suck. But other than that, the original characters, I'd say they were pretty good. But
I would have liked during that camp they added a Reznov reference. I really wish they did.
I mean, they did add a Steiner and Numbers reference.
Yeah,
which was cool. I liked
Yeah.
that. But like, actually, speaking of references, Cold War like automatically connects back to the first Black Ops because it has returning.
Yeah.
It continues the story.
Fills in the gap.
Black Ops 2 does the same thing, but it's set in the future from the first Black Ops. But you get flashback missions, like the 1980s, to conclude the Alex Mason story.
Yeah.
Kind of, depending on your choices. But Black Ops 3 makes two references to the past two games. They are nothing. It's Menendez. Wasn't he like that crazy terrorist dude? And Nova 6. Oh, didn't the Soviets try using that? Like, nothing from the old games pop up. The Mason family isn't mentioned at all. They are the main characters of the franchise. Alex Mason and David Mason are characters. It's super disappointing because you jump far ahead from Black Ops 2. I would have liked if this would have sucked because Black Ops 2 does have branching paths, but I would have wished like they did like there's a canon ending to Black Ops 2. Black Ops 3 takes place during the aftermath of that canon ending, and it's years set in the future after what happened. Because during one of the endings for Black Ops 2, the White House gets burned down, the government collapses.
Yeah.
So that would have been a cool game if Black Ops 3 was about like, trying to retake America from Cortes Dia, the terrorist group. Like that would have been a fun game. But no, we didn't get that. We got brain connected to artificial intelligence. Train go boom.
Yeah.
That was the game. It was dumb. It was really dumb. But the robot combat was alright. And they did have boss battles.
Yeah.
They didn't suck, but they weren't great.
It was different. It's very different.
Yeah. Case in point, Black Ops 3 was just a mistake. Multiple times.
Like I said, it was mainly focused on the zombie. Because it did forward the zombies' dialogue and story a lot farther than what it probably should have.
Yeah, but it still did it.
Yeah.
But it didn't do that for the campaign,
Yeah.
Let's be honest, back when Black Ops 2 came out, the main focal point was that it was continuing the first Black Ops game. Black Ops 3, we didn't get that. Oh my god, did you guys see the jetpack stuff they have going on?
No, I didn't.
Oh dear, they look so cool. Nothing about the campaign trailer, I remember got like no traction. No one cared. It was, and look, the main character of Black Ops 3, let's admit it, he's the most forgettable character in the entire franchise. His name is Player. No one refers to him by name. It's just subtitles, Player. And you can play multiplayer in the campaign. This isn't
So
Halo.
you can play multiple players.
You can play Player 1 and Player 2.
Wow.
Great characters, I know, but only one of them gets dialogue.
Call of Duty now introducing cloning.
Yeah, like
Well, they did the same thing back in World at War. They did co-op campaign.
Yeah, but it did it better because World at War, let's be honest, didn't have much protagonist.
Yeah.
Apart from the Russians, because Dmitri was like he was a big
Well,
part.
okay, there was just two protagonists.
I know, but like the American one I know didn't.
Yeah.
Protagonist.
It didn't give as much feeling as though Dmitri Petrenko.
Dmitri, let's be honest, the Russian part of World at War was the best part of that game.
Yes.
It was so much
highly.
fun.
It was just Reznov.
The ending when you take the knife out and then you plant the Soviet flag on the tower. That was one of the best moments in the game. And the Russian anthem plays in the background over the opera.
It was just the Reznov and Dmitri duo. It was so well connected.
Yeah.
The
And-
Miller and
Oh wait, no, is that's older.
no Robux.
Okay, yeah.
It's Roebuck, Miller, and I don't remember.
It was Crash, dude. Yeah, but yeah, there's Roebuck. There was Miller.
Yeah, the mic is very sensitive.
But yeah, like the character, like it did suck in the first Black Ops that they killed Dmitri off.
Yeah, I'm leaving. If
But-
you sneeze during this podcast, bless you, I'm heading out.
But it did kind of suck when they killed Dimitri off in his first mission back in the first Black Ops. But it made sense for story purposes
Yeah.
because he was used as a guinea pig for Nova 6.
Yeah, which very and I can remember quite a lot of people were very upset.
I mean, yeah, if I were to
Parker,
rewrite,
shut up.
wow, I see. But if I were to rewrite Black Ops, which I would rewrite very little of that game, FPS story,
Yeah.
I would probably write more of Dimitri in. But granted, that would probably mean I'd have to take away a couple missions from the game to give more background on Reznov and Dimitri building up their relationship after the war.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, you could do that through exposition, which is literally the only thing Reznov mainly does in that game. Exposition. It's not done in a bad way. Like Gary Oldman playing Reznov, easily the best performance in the entire franchise.
Whoever decided to have him voice Reznov did the
Whoever decided to connect the first Black Ops to World at War, I applaud you. Because bringing
Yes.
Reznov back was amazing. I mean, yeah, he may have been dead for the majority of Black Ops,
Yeah.
but it's still
he's
pretty cool.
Still the most philosophical character in the entire Call of Duty franchise.
But then Black Ops 2 references him in the third mission. He comes back.
Yeah.
Comes back. It's like, oh, who do you think picked up your father in the desert to save us? Yeah, and it shows Reznov walking up,
And they still bring back Reznov reference back into Black Ops 3 because in Gorod Krovi, which is a DLC map, there is a quote, "I shall have my revenge." VK Victor Reznov.
Yeah, that is
Or VR Victor.
that
Reznov.
is technically his last line that he says is, my name is Victor Reznov and I will have my revenge." But easily the best thing that he ever did was the steps to freedom.
Yes, that entire
That
scene,
that entire speech that he gave about when you're tossing the
Yes.
fireballs, and he gives out like a very crazy war speech in the background. You listen to it, dude. Reznov is a poet and a
Well,
half.
like I said, he is the most philosophical character in the entire franchise. Even back in World at War, he was so philosophical.
Yeah.
Because
Just-
didn't he? I feel like wasn't he a poet before?
I don't. The only thing I remember about like his personal life was that his dad was
He's a famous musician in Moscow.
and who got killed by the Nazis.
Yeah, got killed by the Germans.
That's the only thing I remember because he said the Nazis slit his throat in his sleep because of the music they made. So, but other than that, I don't remember much of Reznov's background. I would have to get like the dialogue from him. But other than that, I mean, Reznov's amazing. And plus, the first Black Ops introduced us to Woods. Come on, one of the best side characters in the entire franchise.
Oh, yeah.
Mason is by far the best protagonist in the franchise. Alex Mason. David Mason's cool in the second Black Ops, but Alex is better.
Always be better.
However, Black Ops 2 brought us Harper, and Harper was basically just Woods with a fresh coat of paint, but he was amazing. But Black Ops 2 does have the best villain.
Yes.
Raul Menendez. That man, if he was alive, like he was a real dude, he'd be a big threat. Like he would literally be probably the biggest man with a target on his back. And they wrote him pretty realistically for Call of Duty villain.
Yeah.
He's just a terrorist.
Yeah.
You know, he's
Terrorist, but with modern thought, modern ideal.
Well, I also like how they made a second Cold War. It's Cold War 2 because of the drone tech, which is honestly, if you think about it, in 5 years we could have a Cold War based on drone in technology, not just bombs like it was back in the day.
Conventional weaponry.
Yeah, like it's cool how the Black Ops series was very forward thinking with how the future was going to be. Black Ops 3, dude, that's not forward thinking. You're not taking in realistic concepts here, my guy. Yeah. You should forward the story. But Cold War, happy that Cold War.
What do you keep doing over there?
I think it's because you put something in there and you're just. But I have realized we are almost 10 minutes over time.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll end it there. We gotta stop smacking this table.
Yeah, when we don't have a cover, so.
Even with the cover, it still picks it up. So.
Yeah, we should probably stop smacking.
But anyway, thank you for anybody coming out to the podcast stream. Hope you all enjoy it this time. Hope you all will.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Foscottweman Report, where the we is silent. You can check us out on YouTube. You can check out the Twitch, and you can check out thescarletink.com for more information about the Foscottweman Report. This is the man signing off.
I don't know if I'll be back.